Mic check. Mic check 1 2. Yo. Yes, so. Hey, happy Friday, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you for tuning in. Hope everybody's doing well, feeling good, looking good, doing good. All the goods in the world. I just hope everybody's feeling all right. Yeah, I mean, it's not the best day outside today, but we gonna make the best of it. You know how that go. You know what I mean? Welcome into episode, I believe we on 12 now. I think we moving up out of the single digits for a couple episodes now. We in the double digits. Listen, I'm your host, Omar. Thank y'all for tuning in to Mornings with Omar. If this is your first time checking me out, then welcome. Appreciate you. If you're coming back again, then you already know the vibes. You know how we do here. Let's I'm doing all right myself, man. A lot going on in the world, a lot going on for myself, but excuse me. We gonna I didn't fart or anything. I just took the headphones off. I don't know if y'all heard that, but yeah, a lot going on in the world, a lot going on for myself. Hopefully I can cover some things that's happening that I didn't get to cover last week, and yeah, man. I've been a little busy this week, so I haven't been able to catch up on too many things. So it may be a short episode, maybe long, but nevertheless, we here and we gonna talk about some things, because that's what we do here. That's what I do here. So, just a little forecast. Officially, well, before we start there, officially, I want to say, everybody, I want to give myself a round of applause. Congratulations. You know what I mean? Round of applause for me. I'm officially a business owner. I just got my paperwork yesterday and the last final piece of it. So your boy is officially a business owner, a young black business owner, entrepreneur. You know how we do, man. I'm just trying to take things to the next level. I've been telling y'all that, I've been trying to do this business thing, start businesses and invest and all those types of things. So, I'm happy that part is finally done. It's complete. It wasn't hard. It was an easy process, relatively simple. All you really got to do is just go online, whatever state you in, just go to like the business and corporations section of it. I'm in Pennsylvania, so, I went to if you're trying to form like a LLC or a company or a sole proprietorship, whatever you're trying to do, it's real simple. You Google this stuff or Bing this stuff or Yahoo this stuff, whatever your search engine is. I ain't trying to tell you which one to go to, and I ain't trying to create no monopolies even further than what it is, but yeah, you go to the search engine of your preference. You search this stuff. It's really like a step by step. You file the articles of incorporation. I think you gotta pay like little $100 some shit like that. If you're a veteran, it's free. I'm a vet. So I got that little fee waived, but I had to pay for other things. That was the only thing that was waived. There's still more other things you have to do outside of just filing an LLC. If you're gonna sell stuff, you gotta file for the sales license, to sell things. You got to get a tax account. You got to get EIN number. But still, all these things are really easy to do. You don't have to pay nobody to do it. You don't have to pay someone $300, $500. Because before I did it myself, I was talking to my boy. This guy I know, we kind of grew up together a little bit. He's a little older though. But he directed me to like this little website, and, they was going to charge me like $400, and it was going to take me like 6 months to get it. And I'll be honest, man. I was close to doing it, but I was like, listen, I don't want to pay nobody for something that I could do myself. And I heard I could do it myself, so, I put myself to the test. I'm like, Omar, you're going to do this yourself, man. So, like I said, it was easy. I filed it on March 18th, and today's date is April 9th. I got it back in less than a month, man, and I was going to pay somebody like $400 to get this shit in 6 months. So that just kind of goes to show you that out there, they really trying to just rape you for everything. Shit you could do yourself. So as long as you got the funds, I think total, all in all, you probably need like $300 to really follow everything. Maybe less than that. Maybe like, yeah, probably like 300. I mean, but still, you got to invest in yourself, you know? And it starts with filing the articles of incorporation for whatever you're trying to do, whether it's an LLC, a company, uh, like I said, sole proprietorship, whatever. And if you're going in, if you're trying to create a business with you and someone else, you can add them to it. You don't have to file separately. You just have to put everybody's name in there. But yeah, man. Anyway, like I said, if y'all into that type of thing, it's real easy. I don't want to beat a dead horse. Just do your Googles, have confidence, go for it. And the only thing that's gonna happen if you don't do it right is they're gonna email you and tell you something ain't right. I mean, so I was a little nervous because it took a while and I didn't know what was going on because I got all the other papers. Like I got my sales license, I got the EIN number, I got all that stuff relatively quick. Like it didn't even take long. So, but the paperwork that solidifies that my shit is actually a company. I mean, it took a while, but I got it now. So everything is good. You can really search my joint up for real. Remember, I was telling y'all, G is it. You know what I mean? So if you go in a little business search, you search in Giahs, GIAHS, you're going to find my joint in there because we official now. So, I mean, I just want to cheers and round of applause to that. It's Friday, so I'm going to definitely celebrate this. And we moving up to bigger and better things. As far as like for y'all investors out there, remember I told y'all about some Robinhood and Acorn and all these other investing apps and sites. Listen, keep investing, man. The stock market, it's looking bad for the month of April so far. We're only a weekend, but still looking bad. People still struggling. People are broke again. Yeah, I mean, stimulus can only hold people over for like a week or two because niggas got bills to pay. So once we pay the bills, we back to square one. So if you can do it, buy these stocks while they low, while they cheap. Things is going to go back up. It can't get it can get lower than this. Buy the right stocks too. Do your homework, do your research. Talk to somebody that that knows a little more about it because, like I said, I got a couple of people and I'm still waiting to bring my boy on the show who's going to really talk about this stuff even more. I thought I had all the right equipment, but listen, I'm not a computer guy, so I'm still trying to figure out how to set it all up. Like, I thought I was going to have the music and everything for y'all today, but I think I'm still missing a piece. I think it's only one piece left, though, so I'm going to get that piece either today or tomorrow for the weekend, And but once I get that joint, we popping, we lit. We still early in this, you know what I mean? So I still thank y'all for even bearing with me, checking me out and listening and stuff like that. But anyway, to stay on topic, keep investing. Listen, I've been buying these stocks at these low prices because they're going to go back up, you know what I mean? So I invest in my short things that I know ain't going, it's going to keep making me money. And then I got my play money where I just invest in things that I think is going to make me money. I don't go all in on one thing, but I try to, spread it out and keep it diverse because shit hit the fan. I ain't trying to be completely broke. I'm trying to, still be afloat. So, we still moving along. Stock market a little iffy right now, but this is the time to buy. You got to buy low. And if you see something that's hype, buy the hype and then sell the news. You know what I mean? So everything's still good. Everything's still moving. It's still, everything's where it needs to be at. Sheesh. I've been, I try to get these episodes. Listen, I got the episode on Friday. I'm trying to be a little more consistent. I'm still in school, so y'all couldn't get this as early as I wanted because I had to study and do things like that. And, I got to prioritize things as well. But either way, we hear the episodes here. I'm here. We lit. We live. Nobody here with me right now, but we cooling. Next week I'm gonna try to have a video, and I'll probably put that video, video in the pod here. I'll probably have to put that on Patreon until we get in a better space and things like that. But had a little behind the scenes type things, a little vibe going on. But yeah, man, I feel good today, yo. It's like I said, I'm a business owner. My business is going. We doing well. Listen, I got a collection coming out soon, 420 collection. For all the smokers and the dabbers and the acid people and all that types of stuff. Listen, I got the shirts and the rolling trades. If you want to give someone a gift, a little 420 gift, you can go to shop GIAH.org. and I mean, buy somebody something nice, or just rock some some nice. I like to call it luxury because I mean I like to think my clothing line is a little luxurious in a sense. Yeah, I mean because I like to think of myself as luxurious. I like to think myself as a king, and I wouldn't sell y'all anything I wouldn't wear myself. So some smooth stuff is solid stuff. Uh, the the collection to be out here shortly soon. Um, so just be on the lookout for that. I got a sale going on the site right now, so y'all can check that out. Discounted prices and free shipping over $30. So just be prepared because a lot of stuff is coming, and I got the summer collection coming soon. I'm working. I hope y'all out there working and building and trying to take things to the next level because that's what I'm doing here. Me and my group of friends that I have, we looking into expanding into real estate and listen, we got a fight coming up. This is where I was going earlier. We got a boxing match coming up soon. July 3rd is the July 4th weekend. So July 1st we're gonna have the weigh-in. July 2nd, that's gonna be the beginning of the podcast I do with my friends and stuff. So it's gonna be a little different than this one, but that's gonna be about 3 or 4 of us. That's gonna be the opening pod's gonna be July 2nd on a Friday, and then July 3rd is the fight. It's gonna be Mees versus 50. You probably don't know who those people are, but be on the lookout because the flyers is coming soon. I'm gonna post them on the Mornings with Omar Instagram page. I'm gonna post them on my personal Instagram page. And if you follow me on Facebook and stuff like that, Omar, I'm on there. I'm gonna post it there too. So this stuff is all coming. Got a lot of things going on, but like I said, I'm trying to make it all happen. So yeah, man, fight's coming up soon. Amateur fight. I wouldn't even call it an amateur. It's really 2 friends, but we all grew up together. One's my brother, one's my really close friend. Just something for for people to see, people to watch. Something that's going to be relatively inexpensive. You ain't got to pay $100 to come see this. You ain't even got to pay $50 to see this. You know what I mean? But it'll be live streamed, and the viewers is going to judge the winner, because we're not going to have somebody, we can't legally have somebody, say who won and who lost. So we're going to leave that up to the viewers, but more to come on that. I don't want to flood y'all with too much about that, but yeah, plenty of stuff like that. So it's all good, man. Everything is all good. Sheesh, man. They have been talking about another stimulus check for the people that out there that worries about things like that. I mean, I worry about it too because people need money and people should. Remember, I was telling y'all that I think they should give people money, give a stimulus check every few months, right? I said that a couple episodes back. And sure enough, Biden came up with something. He's proposed giving people rolling stimulus checks. You know what I mean? Every few months, give them stimuluses. And I ain't saying that he heard what I said, but somebody might have heard what I said. And I think they talking about this stimulus check gonna be like $2,000 each, plus more for children and stuff like that. So yeah, man. I mean, I'm excited for that. I hope that happens. Niggas need that. Pockets is tight. You know what I mean? People got bills to pay still. Food still need to be put on the table. Rent still need paid. So that's a good thing. Hopefully that happens. I think they was talking about like July, August time frame for that, which is perfect for me because, you know what I mean, summer has to be the midst of the summer and, people could really celebrate and spend some money, get the economy back where it needs to be. I read that I think people in Oakland, they get like $500 a month, tax-free, low-income people. I think that's amazing. I think that's awesome. I'm sure that goes a long way. I don't know if that actually been implemented yet, but I did read that, and I think it has. I'm pretty sure. So that's a good thing. I think that should be something for all people from the African diaspora for real. I think we should all get $500 a month, tax free, for the rest of our lives, or at least for like 20 years or something like that. I think it should be like 21 years and older should get like $500, for reparations, man. Because listen, I'm gonna be that guy. Black people deserve, African people deserve, and people from the African descent deserve reparations. A lot of countries, to include the United States and include Europe and include all the countries that encompass these you know continents and stuff like that, they got rich off of Africa, and they got rich off the African people, whether it was through slavery or whether it was through going through after they removed all the African people from these countries and then went back in and took all the gold and took all the monuments and destroyed um, statues and things like that. That stuff weighs. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about all black people. I can't speak for them, but I can speak for myself. And this stuff weighs on me, it weighs on my conscience. It weighs on my mental, and it causes me anxiety to a point because I see these figures and I see, like, for instance, the Sphinx, the Great Sphinx in Africa. I mean, I believe it's in Egypt. Um, it's like it has a nose. It's like a face. It's like a lion, not a lion head, but it's like an animal head. I'm blanking on the actual animal, but it has a nose on it, and the nose was shot off. You know what I mean? And you may think of it as just, oh, that's just something that, how are you affected by something that didn't happen when you were even born? But I'll explain it to you because I know that it was my people that, worked hard to build that Sphinx, what they called it. And, people came through and destroyed that. And I feel like, it destroyed a part of me because I know that those was my people that did that. You know what I mean? And that's just one. You could go all around, parts of Africa, parts of Egypt, and go through all the statues and the monuments and the pyramids and watch how they're destroyed, or there's litter and trash everywhere, or yeah, man, it's a lot. And then on top of that, they rewrite history and they try to explain things away and misinformation here, and they don't even talk about this there. I just read earlier today, matter of fact, an article that said that you know there's pressure on teachers to teach more Black history, and I don't know if that was on CNN or if that was on MSN or wherever I seen it. Could have been on internet, like one of the, like, the internet sites. I don't remember, but I seen it, and I think it's true because just me being in college now, and I'm in this American civilization class of how America was civilized or something. And it's just, it's frustrating to sit back and just listen to all this shit that these people did. And yes, I understand that, there was founders and they had direction and shit like that. But it's like they don't teach you about the history, like African American history. That's a class I took in college, earlier in college. I took African American History 1, I took African American History 2. I might have took African American History 3. I don't know, but I know I took at least 2 of them. And it's just like, why do I have to go to college to learn this shit? This is American history. Everything I learned that was African American history was American history. It dated back to, I think, it dated back from when we got here. You know what I mean? From when Africans first got here. So it dated way back to then. So at that point, it's American history. So I should have learned this stuff in school. I should have learned parts of it in elementary. I should have learned parts of it in middle school. I should have learned other parts in high school. Like, it should be a gradual effect of you learn a little bit, then you learn more, and then you learn a lot more. Just like I learned that Christopher Columbus, quote unquote, discovered America, and then I learned Thanksgiving, and then I learned all this other shit. Like, I should have learned, especially as a Black man or a Black child, more about Black things. And even then, I feel like white people, white Americans and Spanish Americans, they should all learn about what Spanish people done, about what Europeans done, about what Africans done, because we all contributed to this world and us being here. There's Mexicans, they run Mexico, and they ran parts of California and the western part. They own that land over there, so we should have learned more about what they did. And we should, it's basic information. Well, it's not basic, but it's information that they withheld intentionally, and I understand that. And that goes to my stress and my anxiety, because this shit is being withheld from common knowledge. So to make it full circle, Black people need reparations because we deserve it for all the shit that we go through and that we still go through and that we endure on a regular basis. Rant over, okay? I'm gonna just end it there. In other news, the George Floyd trial is still going on. Many people is testifying against former officer Derek Chauvin. I still don't know how to say his name, and I still don't care. But it's still not looking good for him. He's still going to be up out of there. Hopefully they make an example out of him. I don't know why this trial has to be still going on at this point. Like, there's plenty of witnesses that testified against him. He really don't have a leg to stand on. No pun intended there. Rest in peace, George Floyd. And yeah, man, I mean, I just hope he gets everything that's coming towards him because he deserves it. So enough about that. I seen something about Khloe Kardashian. I don't really care about this, but I care about a certain aspect of it. Like, I don't care about her, but so I guess she was mad because a photo leaked to her, and then she had to like try to scrub this photo off the internet. Like, once something's on the internet, listen, Khloe Kardashian, that shit is on the internet to stay. You cannot scrub your fucking picture off the internet. We all know you don't really look like how you look when you're fucking photoshopped up. You know what I mean? All the fucking, yo, fam. I was in this class, and what class was that? I don't remember the class name, but basically what they were saying is like every single image that is like published or whatever in a magazine or anything, like it goes through so much Photoshop and editing and shit like that. It's not even funny, yo. And I mean, just seeing that Khloe Kardashian picture of her just naturally, it just goes to show you that, yo, these people go through great lengths to try to look a certain way. Like, just be yourself. We don't care. Like, you're trying to be like this romanticized or you know, like, yo, we like, why do people even make these people relevant? Like, we know they don't really look like how they look, but yet, like, I'm not hating because they billionaires and they, listen, you got to get it how you get it out here. If people gonna pay you and give you attention for nonsense, then by all means, I mean, I'm not going to dispute that. But yo, listen, y'all need to stop obsessing over people who don't really look like how they look. Like, they can't be true to themselves because they can't even be happy with how they look like, what they look like, but yet they want you to be, you know, happy with yourself. Like, you just can't. I don't see how people couldn't even ride with people like this. Like, they not even being true to themselves. So it's sad because people look up to these people and they have these fake ideas about how they should look, and they think that their body needs to be certain ways, and instead of just embracing who they are, you know. Like, I'm not saying that if you're fat, then be happy being fat, or if you're obese, be happy being obese, or if, I mean, it's your body. You can initially, you can do what the fuck you want with it. But I'm saying, just be healthy, work out, exercise on a regular, you know, get your little 30 minutes of aerobic training and aerobic exercise, whether that's biking, running, jogging, swimming, whatever. Get your lungs opened up a little bit. Do that. You know what I mean? Just do it. Just do what you need to do. You don't have to go to the doctor and I mean, if you're a certain weight and you need a head start, then obviously you gotta do what you gotta do. But yo, just work out and eat right, and your body will be fine, and you'll feel better about yourself. It's facts. It's. I mean, it is what it is. That's facts. You'll be more satisfied in life if you worked out and if you ate right. You'll feel better about yourself. You'll feel less tired and groggy. Like, listen, I'm just telling y'all the tools to succeed and the tools to feel better about yourself. I mean, do something different. That's just start the day off in a different way than you normally start it. Surprise someone by doing something that you don't typically do. Surprise yourself by doing something you don't typically do. And these things will start to create, creativity. It will start to create intrigue and interest in other things. And you'll start to feel better about yourself. You know. So that rant over. You know. Uh, Listen, Deshaun Watson, it ain't looking good for him. And I'm not. I don't mean that because he's guilty. I mean that because he has 22, maybe even 23 um charge. I don't even know if it's charges filed, but like 23 cases against him of like sexual assault, harassment, indecent exposures, things like that. And I still don't know because I don't know all the facts and I can't see all the facts. I still don't know if this is just a way of the NFL or that NFL team trying to get back at him for not wanting to be there. They're just trying to tear a black man down, which is, you may think it's I mean, it happens. It happens. Like when black people get to a certain point and they buck the system, shit like this happens to them. I mean, it's not a surprise. So you see what happened with Bill Cosby. You see what happened with Michael Jackson. You see what happened with Prince. You see what happened, fucking, the list goes on. So I think two females came out and I think they spoke publicly, and then I think Deshaun Watson's lawyer filed a motion to know all of his accusers because they're trying to hide behind anonymity and they can do all these accusations without public repercussions, while Deshaun Watson has to face public repercussions. So I understand that and I get that. Hopefully more will be revealed. Hopefully we can get some facts out of this. And prayers to everybody involved. In NBA news, listen, man, I don't know. I was really riding with the Lakers making it to the chip, but LeBron been out for a while, AD been out for a while, and all these other teams are getting better. They're getting better chemistry. They got better players, and they're just playing better than the Lakers. Like the best ability is availability. So if you're not even near, and I know what LeBron's gonna give me, but AD wasn't looking good prior to getting injured. So it really leaves me, some concern because how am I supposed to be sure that he's gonna come back in AD form of last year, bubble AD, or prior to that? You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a tough road to the finals for LeBron and company. Clippers is getting better. They got Rondo. They got that leader. They already playing better. They already looking better. They got Boogie Cousins too. Y'all know I like Boogie. That's one of my favorite centers in the league. When he's healthy, I mean, I'm gonna take Joel at number 1 now, and I gotta take Jokic over him because, like I said, the best ability is availability. But if Boogie gets right back to where he used to be, because he still can, he's still young. I think he's only like 30, and I know he's probably out of his prime, but I mean, I think he could still give you 18 and 10 on any given night. And on the Clippers with Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Rondo running the point, then they got shooters. They got the Morris twin. They got Kennard. They got somebody else too that I can't think right now. I know Beverly, but it's another shooter. But they deep and they stack. They got Ibaka. He hurt too. So they got a lot of pieces. Plus the Suns is balling. The Jazz is balling still. Nuggets got better. Got a little deeper. That Aaron Gordon trade was looking real good for him. It's gonna be a tough road. It's gonna be a tough road for sure. And then you still gotta watch out for the Mavs because they got JJ Redick now, so they got another shooter. And you know what Luka does. You know what Porzingis does. I'm a Knicks fan, so I know all about Porzingis. So it's gonna be tough. And in the East, it really comes down to the Nets or the Sixers, because anybody else ain't doing it. But I do wanna broach a subject. Do you think it's time that the Celtics break up their young players? And I don't mean like, I'm not saying get older and like try to get somebody that's past their prime, because everybody's still relatively young. Jason Tatum's young, Jaylen Brown's young. I think the problem, all right, I'm talking it out loud. The problem is Kemba Walker. He's supposed to be that third wheel, and he ain't the third wheel. So I think in the offseason they might want to address that. They're in the middle of the season now, so there's not much they could do. But I think they got to move on from him. They got to find a way to get someone maybe like Fred Van Vliet from Toronto, or Kyle Lowry, or maybe Lonzo Ball. That'd probably even be a better fucking pickup than what Kemba's doing. He's not doing shit. So Lonzo probably not the answer. But they need somebody that can consistently score. You know what I mean? That can give them 20 points on any given day. Lowry would be a really good fit in Boston. So would Fred Van Vliet. He got a weird name, but he'd even be a good pickup. I don't know who else would be available. Maybe D'Angelo Russell. Maybe they could try to swindle him from Minnesota. That'd be a good pickup. Trying to think. Drew Holiday, he re-signed with Milwaukee. I think he got like 4 years, $40 million a year or something like that. 160, something crazy. NBA players, they getting the money too. Baseball, they took out the MLB. They took out the All-Star game out of Atlanta due to that voting bill, which I commend them for that. Round of applause to them. I'm gonna do it in silence, but yeah, that was a good thing, and that was the right thing to do. I think the Texas governor said like, "Oh, we wouldn't do nothing like that," and they try to give him backlash, but kudos to the MLB. Hopefully, more adults look into putting their children into MLB and baseball at a young age. I know it's a long process to be a professional baseball player, but if for some reason you can make it, listen, they get money. They don't even got a cap in baseball. They just sign people to 10-year contracts, $400 million. You know what I mean? $500 million. That's what they doing. So we need to get more minority black people, more black African people in baseball. It's a lot of Spanish people. Spanish people love baseball. Of course, European, white Americans love baseball, which is all good. And I'm not taking nothing from them because they there and somebody got to do it. But we just got to get some more brothers into baseball. We used to have Ken Griffey. We used to have Barry Bonds and Ricky Henderson and just the throwbacks, man. I remember them days, man. It was the good days of baseball. Wearing baseball jerseys and stuff like that. I might need a throwback now. I might need a throwback jersey. Let me take a sip of my drink real quick. 1 second. All right, thank you for bearing with me. But yeah, man, we gotta do something about baseball for sure. I was reading more about just so I found out that middle adulthood. Listen, I'm gonna ask you, what do y'all think middle adulthood is? Do you what years do you think middle adulthood starts? Like, do you think it starts like 20, 28, 29, 30, 35, 40, 50? Middle adulthood is, I think it starts 40 years old to like 60 years old. Something crazy like that. And I thought that shit started at like 30 to like 45. I thought that was middle adulthood. Because, life expectancy is about 72, 78, somewhere between there. So I'm thinking half of that got to be middle adulthood. But no. Middle adulthood is like 40 to 60. Maybe even 65. So anyway, I was learning about middle adulthood in school and in class and stuff. And it's just saying how people go from, by that point in time, people really, what am I trying to say? People, hopefully have their careers intact, and they start to look back on their life and see, if it was a good life or it was a bad life. If they have things that they get passed down to, other generations, that's called generativity. Or if they're at like a stagnant part because they're not satisfied with their life, so they're just sitting around and they're not happy with what they did over the first 40 years of their life. So they get to a point where they're just not happy, or as people get older, it's not all bad though when people get older. So people get more creative possibly when they get older, and people get better like verbal communication and verbal comprehension and conscientiousness, and and things like that. So, I was learning about it. It kind of made me not be so worried about getting older, because it is true that people people create things still that are prominent when they're much older in life. So I think even what's his name, Steve Jobs. Excuse me. I think he was even whatever he developed about the iPhone, because I really don't know, but whatever he did, I think even he was much older when he did it. Einstein with the light bulb thing, he was much older when he created, invented, found a way to get that going. So it's not all bad for the old heads. You can still create something that's everlasting, even at a in middle adulthood and at an older age. So you know, I know I'm only 29, and I thought I was like approaching middle adulthood. So I was a little like just worried when I first started, reading and learning about this. But I'm still in early adulthood, so I still have plenty of time until I get to 40, obviously. And I just got more time to just, build things and make decisions and get to a point. So by the time I'm 40, then I'm even in a better place than I am today. Uh, I was just about to say something I forgot. Oh fuck. Damn, that fast. I don't even remember. But yeah, man, if you guys are like mid 30s or early 30s or late 20s, listen, just you still got time to figure it out. Everything's gonna be all right. Just if you plan now and you eat right now and you exercise now and you do all these things that's gonna create a better you today, it's gonna eventually result in a better life later on. That's what I was gonna say. So if you take care of yourself now, by the time you're 40 and you're still doing these things, then you'll have better life satisfaction. You'll be more happy, you'll be more healthier, and you'll live longer. Uh, they said smoking and alcohol abuse at like this age and at like 40 is going to basically lead to a worse life by the time you're 60, 65, 70 if you make it that far. But so you got to cut back. We all do. We all have our vices and we all have our things that we choose to cope with, or methods to cope, or whatever. We got to make sure that these things are positive and that they're healthy and that they're the best for us. I'm not saying that you can't smoke. Obviously, I ain't your dad or your fucking fairy godparent. You know what I mean? So just be mindful of what you eat, what you do now. Just really, this is all you got to do. If you're going to drink, okay, drink a lot of water to balance it out. You know what I mean? If you're going to, you can't eat bad. You have to eat. You have to eat right. You have to work out. Those are just like the essentials. You do that, then I think everything else will fall in line, because once you start working out and eating right, then you're not going to want to just put anything in your body. You're not just going to want to binge drink on a regular basis, so you'll just be more cognizant of all the things you do outside of that. Um, Listen, try to patch up relationships that you want to patch up. Like I said, man, earlier, if you just surprise someone, if there's someone that you be thinking about and you don't know if you want to text them or if you want to call them because you don't know how they're going to feel or whatever, do it anyway, all right? And if you're a stalker ass nigga or you're a stalker bitch, I'm not talking to you, because you don't need to be calling nobody or texting nobody. I'm talking to the people that, just maybe had a little fallout over something petty and now you're not speaking to somebody. Like, listen, do something different, It's going to result in something better the more you do it. So listen, I'm just telling you all the facts that I get, that I come across. But it's been a tough day, because last night I thought DMX died. I thought he passed, and then today I found out that he did. And this information, man, it really took its toll on me, man. It was DMX is definitely one of my favorite rappers, and I'm just happy that I heard his music at a young age, and I'm happy that he had an impact on my life, And I just want to say thank you. You know, prayers for his family. Um, it's tough, but I hope he finds peace. I hope he rests well. You know, I hope everyone knows just how special he was, and you know how deep his music really was, and it was different, man. And it's a bittersweet moment. I mean, I wouldn't even call it bittersweet. I don't know what I would call it, but you know, we did lose a great legend in Earl Simmons, aka DMX. I think his family or whoever was involved took him off of life support. They probably just knew that he wasn't coming out of it. Listen, I had a friend myself who was on life support, and you know, those decisions have to be made sometimes, and they're tough decisions. So hopefully, you know, it's the people that made those decisions can live with it, and they can learn to cope with it, and find peace in knowing who he was. And I'm sure he was a genuine great person, although I never met him. But you can kind of just get a sense for who people are, you know, by observing from a distance. You know, if you observe long enough. So, you know, DMX icon, legend. The movies he played in, I think I'm gonna spend some of those this weekend. Romeo Must Die and Cradle to the Grave. Definitely watch those. Definitely, I was playing the music prior to starting the pod, and I was trying to play it for y'all. I thought I had all the pieces, but you know, for sure, I'm just glad that, you know, like I said, we got to experience him on this world. If you haven't never seen it, Google or YouTube the video of him doing the Rough Riders anthem somewhere overseas, and the whole crowd singing it. Shit is legendary. It's epic. So, yeah, man. Rest in peace to a legend, and rest well, King. You know, we all gonna miss you here. Um, but yeah, man. It's just, I hope everyone, you know, enjoys their Friday, enjoys their weekend. Try to stay productive and active throughout it. Find time to work out, even if it's for like 15 minutes a day. They recommend 30 of aerobic, 30 of actual exercise. If you can just sneak in 15 aerobic, 15, you know what I mean, strengthening workout or something. Just do what you can, man. Set goals, set smart goals, achievable goals, set long-term goals. Take care of yourself, eat right. Uh, you know, just live righteously, man, and stay blessed and prayed up, and you know, put the action in and the effort in. Through God, anything's possible. Through effort, anything's achievable, you know. So, till next time, man, I'll catch y'all. Have a good weekend. Thank y'all for tuning in. And, you know, it's your boy. Oh, I'm out.